Hello, everybody. Oh, Lord, my music's still going. Hold on, let me turn this off. All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's another day that the Lord has made, and I'm so glad that God has protected us up until this point and used His angels of grace and mercy to carry us through the day that we didn't, meet, harm or danger, that we were protected on our daily goings on. And I was just, communicating with a young lady, and as soon as we finished messaging, the Lord said that was the message for the day. This is for people who are going through things. You're bearing a lot right now. Your situations at home are not like you wanted. There's stress on the job, there's sickness in your body, and you've been doing the best you can. Sometimes we run into our Job moments, our Job seasons, and it's not because of anything that we've done. It's not because of sin committed, but it's because we're going to be a testimony, for others to see Christ working in our lives. And even when we're in the thick of it, sometimes the load get really heavy. Sometimes we get discouraged and frustrated because of what we're going through. And sometimes not sometimes, quite often when we're in our Job seasons, that's when the devil tries to be an opportunist and tries to attack us because he thinks we're vulnerable and he thinks we're weak. But the Bible says that God would never allow us to have to bear more than we can handle, that He's not going to put more on us than we're able to carry. And all of us have a cross that we have to bear. All of us have burdens. All of us have things that we carry in our hearts, on our minds. But I tell you what, we can do all things through Christ that strengthen us. And I just want to let you know that this thing that you're bearing right now, you have to bear it. But it's just for a season. Sometimes people's seasons are a week long. Sometimes people's seasons are 10 years long. But whatever it is, you bear it for a season because you're not going to have to carry it for always. And I tell you what, you're not carrying it by yourself. Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and you cry and you pray. Sometimes you don't know what to do when you wake up. But I tell you what, God is with you. You're not dealing with this thing by yourself. God is with you. And the devil would have us think that God has forsaken us. But God has promised us that He'll never forsake us, that He'll never leave us, that He won't leave us, And even when we're in a place of darkness, even in a place where we can't see the light of day, the Bible says that He's a God that dwelleth in thick darkness. So even in our dark moments, He's right there. I don't know who else needed the message, but I just felt really compelled to share it with you, that you have to bear this burden. You have to take it. You have to shoulder it. And yeah, sometimes it doesn't make you feel good. Sometimes it even bring you down to your knees. But guess what? You're not bearing it by yourself. You're not going through it by yourself. And you're going to have to carry it for a little while. But I tell you what, when the season is over, when we all come to the end of our seasons, we can look back in retrospect and thank God for the gift that we've gotten, for the experience that we've gained, for the strength that we've gained, for the wisdom that we've gained, because we had to bear it. So whatever you're going through, it doesn't matter what it is, whatever you're going through, bear it. Bear it. The Bible says to endure hardship as a good soldier. And our soldiers who are off in war, they often deal with a lot of things. They see a lot of things. They experience very traumatic events. But guess what? They're still soldiers and they live to fight another day. So whatever burden you're carrying, you bear it like a good soldier, as the Bible instructed you to do, and you live to fight another day. We're not going to allow these things to just drag us in the mud. We're not going to do that, because the Bible says, "Greater is He that is in us than he that is in the world," and that we can do all things through Christ that strengthen us. I just want to encourage you. And I know it seems like you've been going through this for a long time. It seems like a lot of people don't understand. Some people don't even understand the change that they see in you. They just notice that you're changed. The devil will try to tell you that you're depressed. He'll try to tell you that you're tired. He'll try to tell you that you're weak. But I'm going to tell you something. The Bible says, don't be weary in well doing. Whatever you have to carry, whatever the Lord is allowing you to deal with, you deal with it. Whatever He's allowing you to carry, you carry it. You bear it, because even this is a season. But the season is going to come to an end, and you're going to be in a place, in a position where you can testify to someone else and let them know that God is a burden bearer, that He'll help share the load that you have to carry. And who wouldn't want to serve a God like that? So be thankful that God even allowed you to be in a place where you can become a potential witness for Him. You're not going through this for naught. You're not going through this in vain. Just bear it. Hold yourself up. Sing the songs of Zion. Continue to pray. Fast. Read the word. And for God's sake, live right, do right, treat people right. Love your brother and your sister. Love your enemy. And love God. And this thing that you have to deal with, this burden that you have to bear, you will bear it for a little while. But at the end of the season, you're going to have the victory, and you're going to be able to tell a world that God brought me through this. And if He can bring me through it, He can bring you through it too. So I don't know who this is for, but I just felt it in my heart that somebody needed to hear it tonight. So bear it. Whatever God is allowing you to deal with, you deal with it. He is going to continue to strengthen you. Where you're weak, He's strong. Even where you're strong, He's stronger. So thank God for that. Bear it. Endure hardship as a good soldier. It feels like you're being attacked because you're doing all the right. People are attacking you because God has anointed you. People are attacking you because you're doing what is right. You're not gonna let down the standard. It's okay. Bear it. Bear it. Because guess what? Your life is going to be a witness, and somebody's life may be changed, and their life might be restored to Christ because they see you, and they see you bearing it, and they're going to see you come out victorious. I love you guys. Y'all be blessed in the Lord. Bear it. Bear it. For it's just a season. It's just a season. It's just a season. Whatever it is, it's just for a season. Endure it as a good soldier. Endure it as a good soldier. And if you don't remember anything else, just know that you're not bearing it by yourself. You're not carrying it by yourself. While you're carrying the load, God is carrying you. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed in the Lord. Have a great night.